I've been in this marijuana legalization movement, like he said, since about 1964, long before most of you were born. My prayer in my entire adult life has been to see marijuana legalized in the United States before I have to leave this planet and go on to the next one, like we all must. That's my dream and my prayer, and I'm not going to harangue you about why marijuana should be legalized. It would be like trying to tell some angels why they should have wings. One thing I know, all of us would rather live in a world where we aren't treated as criminals, where the police had no business with what was going on inside our motherfucking heads. What do the police have with what goes on in our heads? It's our business. So one day, I pray this will be over with. In Michigan, I'm a medical marijuana patient registered with the state. I got my card on me. Yeah. In Detroit, where I'm based, we're going to vote for legalization in the city of Detroit this November, and I think we'll probably win. Years and years ago, we established in Ann Arbor, Michigan in 1972, a local ordinance that made marijuana possession or sales of any sort subject to a $5 ticket. And that's been in effect there for 40 years now. I think they raised it to $25, kind of a nod to inflation. But it's still just a ticket. That's as good as it gets before you have pure legalization, which I hope we'll have here in Oregon. So I've always wanted to go to the Hempstalk Festival. I've never had the opportunity before. And then Paul Stanford invited me this year and said, we're trying to pass our measure number 80 to legalize marijuana in Oregon, and really I wanted to be part of that. So I'm glad to be here today. I spend a lot of time in Amsterdam where you just buy your weed over the counter. You don't even have to be sick. You can buy some weed just to get high on. They got really good weed, and the prices are something you can live with. It's a beautiful thing. We got one coffee shop here in Portland. I had the opportunity to visit last night, the world-famous Cannabis Cafe here in Portland. And that's a good start. I think it's the first one maybe in the USA, am I right? Yeah. Well, I live in a coffee shop culture. Every day I go to the coffee shop, get high, drink coffee, see my friends, listen to music, yeah, have a good time. It's a civilized way to live. So I'm praying that y'all are gonna pass this legislation in November. I just wanted to have one preachment, and that is the necessity to register to vote. Because if you aren't registered to vote and then you don't actually vote, then these other idiots are going to continue their tyranny. The other side, they vote every fucking time. They very rarely miss a vote. All of them vote. And that's why we get our ass kicked all the time, because we forget to vote, or we don't think it's important, or they hoodwinked us into thinking it wasn't necessary. It's always good to vote. Man, I love democracy. This is a great way to live, a democracy. You got to vote, but you got to use it. In order to use it, you got to register to vote in a timely fashion. So that's the one piece of grandfatherly advice I can convey to you this afternoon. Other than that, I was reminding Paul Stanford yesterday when we were on his television show. I was with the great American poet John Trudell. And I was reminding my brothers that it was poets who started the marijuana legalization movement. Allen Ginsberg, Edward Sanders, they were in the very forefront of this movement way back in 1964 and 1965. I was right behind them coming out of Detroit. And you had people here in Oregon like Ken Kesey, who spearheaded this idea for many years. So you got to remember, Poetry comes into this at the basic level.